Charlie Munger, who was Warren Buffett's right-hand man at Berkshire Hathaway, has sadly died at 99 years old. He was only about a month away from turning 100. This was definitely a hard headline to read whenever I saw it, and it definitely deeply saddened me. So I wanted to make a video about a couple of things. I'm not going to focus on the specifics of what he did in his stock picking life or anything like that, but I'm just going to talk about a few things he would say as a human being to other human beings who are trying to be their best self. One's going to be finance related and then one's not finance related. So let's do the not finance related one first. He was an absolute master at playing devil's advocate and being a contrarian and kind of pushing the person inside of a conversation or inside of an argument to shift their way of thinking. Sometimes if he didn't even believe the other side, he would just kind of take the other side, like I said, take devil's advocate and just see if he can get them to prove to themselves or disprove themselves on whatever their belief was, on whatever the topic was. He was really, really good at that, challenging someone's thinking, and it was really interesting to hear, and it was really cool to see that he didn't go with the status quo. It didn't matter how old he got, he always had his own opinions. He was always very, very unfiltered. If you ever watch a Charlie Munger interview, you understand that he's not necessarily politically correct, super unfiltered, super blunt, which I definitely resonate with a lot. I've always been told over the years that I'm a very blunt person, and sometimes what I say can be taken a little bit harshly, and I understand that, and Charlie Munger is definitely the same way. He's a polarizing guy. Some people really, really, really love him. Some people don't care for him at all. I was one of the people who definitely really loved him. I think having people in the world that do what he does and challenges people's ideas and challenges people's beliefs is super, super important, and I try to carry that with me every single day. Of course, I did this before I ever knew about Charlie Munger, but hearing him do it was like, man, that's an important person to have around. When I see it from a third person perspective, I understand and I see the value of it. And then the finance related thing, this is what popped into my head whenever I saw this article, right when I started to think about Charlie Munger, is the quote where he says that first $100,000, accumulating it is such a bitch. But once you get it, that's when the magic starts to happen. You got to do whatever it takes to accumulate $100,000. I definitely agree with him. He's absolutely correct about that first 100,000. It's very difficult, but it's so, so important, and everything else starts to move so much faster after you hit that first $100,000 mark and you start to get compounding on your side. And getting that first $100,000 ASAP is absolutely vital for your investing future and your financial future if you're looking to build wealth. So to anyone who's watching this who hasn't accumulated $100,000 worth of assets, or if you're looking to accumulate $100,000 worth of stocks, make that your goal for the next 13 months. And the reason I say 13 months is because we've got one more month left in 2023, and then we've got a whole month of 2024. If you really put your mind to it, you can absolutely make this happen. Like Charlie Munger used to say, whatever it takes. If you got to clip coupons every single week when you go to the grocery store, that's what you got to do to get to 100,000. That's how important it is. You'll never know until you get that 100,000, but please, if you want to turn this negative news into a little bit of positive news, make it your absolute mission to accumulate that $100,000 ASAP and take Charlie Munger's advice. You won't regret it, I guarantee it. Rest in peace, Charlie Munger. You'll be missed in the finance world. You'll be missed by your family. You'll be missed by your friends. Glad you were here on this earth with us and shared so much wisdom and knowledge. Thank you.